Now the matter be that we say make we play that one for now, make una know as the level they be. But today we will discuss this agenda, this better manifesto, or these things they don't put together as they call on the 5-point development agenda. Where Oga Atiku don't decide say, okay, Nigerian people them. Now the thing we are carry come give on how on take see am. We get with us on top Zoom, Dr. Pedro Obaseki, in the media consultant and the PDP spokesperson. He go follow us, can explain this paper or this document or this informate where they don't carry come give us. Oga Don, good morning, no.
Yeah, good morning. Pedro, I greet all of you. I greet all of you. I greet you, Precious.
I salute you, sir.
Double twally.
Oga Don, make we just enter the matter as it be because Nigerians talk say anytime we all this kind of thing come aside, they go like me, they come they explain unto them. And that's why you don't enter studio with us this morning. So come help us look this matter as it be. 5-point development agenda for people where they road, where they streets, where they watch us. And you go feel help us break them down. Even if just give us breakdown of these 5 points, sharply, so that they go understand them as they go.
Okay. For Article Manifesto, person no go fit make money if they fight war. Person no go fit hold in Peking, embrace them if war they shell for in backyard. So the first thing and first of all to restore what they call the unity for the country. The country divide. The country never ever divide like it divides. So first of all, to first do anything, you get to unite this country. That one day, because our old national anthem say, though our tribe and our tongue different, now brotherhood, now we stand. So those of us when they follow Atiku, we they see Atiku as that person when he unify all of us again. Number two, Atiku talk say, he go ensure say safety and security of life and property. You see all the people I follow una one since una start 7 o'clock since. All the calls when I get almost 80% of the calls now say security not there, safety not there. To the extent say they don't even come up Boko Haram level, they fool our street in the name of Agbero. So where Boko Haram not reach you, Agbero go reach you. So it depends even if you there for Karan and Muda for North, or you there for Ilologbo for Delta, or you there for Abatete, or you there Nimo, or you there Oshogbo or Iragbeji. If Boko Haram not near you, the government when we did today go carry and can't give you with stick when they hold you for bus stop from Isheri to Ajangbadi to Ajegunle to Olodi Apapa to everywhere. So he go first and shut that one first. Then he say he go build the economy for our prosperity. Because man when money not there in pocket, Bob Marley don't use and sing. He say a hungry man is an angry man. Even if they Bible, if they Quran. Then the major other thing, which is the pillar number 4. What is on a pillar? You know, when you get big tree, the tree go can't get different branches. The next one is say restructure the polity to foster unity and stability. That is, we must restructure Nigeria so that when we not be say one big man go just there Abuja, they go begin tell us how we will take they arrange our kitchen. In a normal federal system, federation like you get for America, you get for Canada, you get for Australia. Not be government going to decide how they do primary school, how they collect certain level of revenue. Not be government going to give you, say all the light must come from only one NEPA or one PACN. So you get to restructure Nigeria. The English word be say restructure our federal system so as to devolve power to the states and local government. That one they key. And this one not be waiting until you talk math now. In 2018, Nain established the restructure Nigeria movement. Then the last one, now there everything they flow. Healthcare, technology, progress, business acumen. You must provide qualitative education. Because if you, may I speak my English, if you not move our people head go up, you not feel raise their brain power. You know, if you for to raise the people, you must first of all raise their brain power. Listen now, I be also financial secretary before during the time of Atehuri Jega. I even go jail that year because that government, all those military talks say we write say our take home pay not fit take us go house. Now this year, now the longest ASU strike in the history of Nigeria since God created them from Adam. So we have to be able to, and who go fit do all this kind of thing? I go explain to you why it be Atiku Abubakar and I go fit do all this one and not the others. It's just they clear.
Okay.
I just make that one as a opening prayer.
Yes. For these words that you just drop for ground for us to just see. But I pick you on the first word when you talk about your principal, Atiku. Mm-hmm. You said now unifier. Very good.
Yes.
But a lot of Nigerians that say if your candidate stand as a unifier, but 5 of his governors not they join up the campaign.
Say that kind of person, first of all, you not go clear your own house first before you go. They say you want to unify Nigeria because we see what the apple for his own party inside his own house. If you not fit, just unify them first. How Nigeria want to trust and say he go fit unify Nigeria?
You know, say politics na game, and that game people get personal interest. Politics now so you be all the other party get them. Now the only difference for here be say when you go reach PDP own, they go blow and see a trumpet. Make I tell you now, first and foremost, before Atiku win the primaries, everybody for Nigeria, because the Atiku now still run for 2019, and those things when happen for 2019, they never better now. When you get family, even amongst our own family, brother and brother, people feel quarrel. Election still far. Then go resolve them. If they not resolve them, make you call me. Number two, I just want to make this one day a little clear. All the issue when they cause wahala for inside PDP, if full of the other party too, one of our governors, they talk, say, oh, the candidate come from one side and the chairman come from the same side. But we they forget, say, for this country, for PDP, every election when PDP don't win, now so it be. Atiku never become president. Now just candidate not be post. Now it be one of the things when they cause wahala. Because the constitution tells even if you remove person when in their office, you must replace them with person when still come from there. But they go solve them. As we did, so Labour Party candidate na Southana, Ine na Obi. The Labour Party chairman na Southana, Ine na Abure. As we dey talk, so president of Nigeria for APC side na Northana. As we dey talk, so the chairman of the party na Northana. They never carry themselves, begin shoot themselves. So you know what we go resolve am. Tell me now, as I dey here, so I dey assure you, all this one are to settle ground. It better make we quarrel now. Not be say later quarrel come dey as some people will define for other government now. We know, say, okay, when we dey say Atiku dey unify people, not be political party matter. Nigeria not be one political party. When we say na unifier, we dey say na be the bridge when they are. As I dey here now, when we want start this program, I dey follow Oshiko and Edewo dey speak Urobo. But Mokwaka,
Thank you. So I won't move to the next slide. According to research, about 74.2% of people from Adamawa State, they live below the poverty line. Then they poor. As Adamawa State now, the number 3 poorest states for inside Nigeria, according to the research I hold for my hand. How, Oga, your principal go fit improve the economy of Nigerians, especially with that $10 billion economic stimulant to bring out? If you be saying never start out from home, as charity, they start at home.
Okay, thank you. Say you just talk this one.
I want to ask one simple question first. Atiku na the president of Nigeria. Abi Atiku na the governor of Adamawa. As you talk that same thing, wait first. I go wait now. You ask me a question. I go answer them. But you see, if you just ask me black and white, that one means I no go school. Or you they call it I want talk so premise. Now be the thesis I want you so. As we dey here, so almost 50% of Atiku business now to provide job for young people for Adamawa, the biggest university of for northern Nigeria. Now Atiku na dey. Katsina State, when be the president, when be the home of this present president for that same report. Now be the second to worst state in terms of poverty, in terms of people below poverty line. And they don't get the last two northern presidents, both Yaradua and the eight year of Buhari when they go so now from that same state. So it's not the factor of say I come from there. The major thing. Wait. Now may I finish?
Economic stimulus.
No. I want to explain. Wait. How many people for your state precious you don't live out of poverty line? I tell you say once the man enter now, that's why they bring that $10 billion stimulant. He not go fit do one now because he never enter. You say make them kill the person when he pound bag pounded yam. We never talk about the person when he never pound at all. He don't show you in plan. The plan there since.
He na vice president before, so he don't take power before. So he gets the right and the power and the wealth and the money and the experience to fit use helping people to use come up for that kind of poverty.
Wait. That your report when you just quote, so they quote Nigeria in the last 5 years. And in that Nigeria in the last 5 years.
This naturally report naturally in the last 1 year.
That's what I'm saying. I say everything are within the last 5 years. Last 1 year, last 2 years, all those time Atiku Abubakar not did government. Now, if we go back to when Atiku Abubakar did government, that was between 1999 and 2007. Now, between that 1999 and 2007, the IMF don't even tell us, the International Monetary Fund, along with the World Bank, now it be the best economic performing years of the Nigerian Federation. To the extent, say, by 2014 December, IMF recalibrated or rearranged the GDP, that is the gross domestic product, that is waiting each person they produce for each country, to show whether those people poor or rich. Say Nigeria can rise to become the best in the whole of Africa. As at that time, our PPP, which is purchasing power parity, waiting be the amount of thing when the naira went there your pocket fee buy. Nigeria shoot to #1 for the whole of Africa. Now, with waiting we get now, the government when they now don't carry us from #1 to become the poverty capital of the world. On a normal GDP level, Nigerian money and the people when they inside don't drop by 755%. Waiting that one maybe say, if for 1999 or 2007 when ATIKU-PDP be vice president, your 100 naira will buy you 2 loaf of bread. Today you need 1,500 naira to buy that same loaf of bread now. That is why you want change. Say, okay, make I return us to prosperity. Now be our agenda number 4. Our agenda number 3, to restructure our economy so that our people will come off for poverty. You see, the thing when you play for the beginning, say Atiku don't assure say 3 million Nigerians go they get new job every year. All of us don't forget all the billboard when they give us for 2015. Say by that time every year now 10 million people now they go to give new job. We never see one. As at that time they tell us say Nigerian naira when be 197 naira to $1 that year. Say they go make $1 to 1 naira this year. Today as at the time 12 una they talk today for 3 of una they talk for this one program today. Una they talk say go even reach 1,000 naira to $1 this year. So maybe we not tell ourselves. What we they talk now be this say our manifesto not be rush manifesto.
Okay. All right, Don, sorry to cut you, but make we enter. Look, let me talk about security now, because we know things are one of the major concerns about Nigerians right now. For every part of the country, Ideshele, you understand? Before, they talk now from some certain parts of the country, but looking at Adamawa as a state as well, because since we talk about your principal, we come from that place, and looking at how the security situation take be for there. Waiting in don't do actively to help that situation of the headsmen and the farmer clash and all those things where they share for that side, and moving forward, how we go fit take even effect change for the situation of the security state for Nigeria as a whole, seeing the fact that Adamawa never really to do so much for there regarding that.
You see, all this editorialize is so it tire me. I didn't want to do so much for there. You get gone.
The government like my plan to be
wait first. You see, wait, not first. Press pause. You see, for me now, Pedro, I did Bini. They talk to me now from Bini. Okay? But for me to go from Bini to Ekpoma here, now war. So tomorrow now I want contest for president. You call the house me say, waiting me, Pedro. Me. Waiting me don't do. First of all, I know they control police. I know they control army. I know they control navy. You get my point? So waiting I want talk now. Which plan in get? No. When you talk say no, waiting my problem not be the question. My problem not be waiting you want to do. Now my problem be your question. Say waiting it don't do now. It not go be waiting you fit do. You.
Now still PDP dey Adama, and now in hometown be that. And he still dey very I said now he still dey very influential in politics. As he dey active in politics, even if say he never take any political position yet. But he still dey very active in politics. And now PDP still dey Adamawa as we speak.
No, listen. Let me explain something. That is why we need to get this thing straight. Now my brother be governor for Edo State, for example. But for Nigerian constitution, that be the thing we want change for that restructuring. Governor of the state, for the constitution, the right say Naim be the chief security officer for that state. But that same constitution talks say the governor of the state no fit give order to commissioner of police. So you be like say you give man work, then you tie him hand behind him back. So okay, chairman, go fight war. But this war when you go fight, I not give you, I even tie your hand. So that one needs to first of all change. Article plan they very simple. Nigeria, as we day here, so the number of police to person for Nigeria now the lowest for any developed, even underdeveloped place for any part of the world right now. Nigerian police they less than 360,000. It don't work. Number 2, all policing is local everywhere in the world. Nigeria, they go carry commissioner of police from Zamfara. They'll carry and come my backyard or my grandmama place for Kukuri. Language you know they speak. People you don't know. And meanwhile, so that is one thing we need to change. We need to change the structure of the police. We need to change the structure, or what they call the security architecture of the country. We need to change the arming of the Nigerian military to make them effective and committed. We need to change the way when government and the police they see their people, so that NSAS not go happen again. NSAS not go tend to SWAT, and not go to end people life for street. Me as I did here, so I don't suffer. Now they talk and say because of talk. When military day, I spent four months for jail for place where they call Gashua for Yobe State, because we dey fight government, we dey fight. So those things need to change. So many people know what is supposed dey. Now Atiku himself, he know what is supposed. First of all, where we start? Atiku first of all, once when he start life as policeman. Now poor man picking when he rise. Now let him mama born. Atiku as we dey don't work for. He know how to take work our borders. Atiku know wetin dey. When them Atiku dey government, now in brotherhood we stand. We know they fight ourselves, carry gun, shoot our head. That's why we dey call and you see. Let me tell you. Sometime when I dey younger, we dey talk say if you marry from one part of Nigeria, you come from the other part of Nigeria, maybe by the grace of God, they don't go call you tribalist. I be a dumb man when you get to grandmama. But my wife na Igbo, and I proudly know say na my wife. Wait, may I finish?
Can you 30 seconds? So just wrap up your thoughts in 30 seconds so that we can move on. Please.
Okay. My very simple thing be say when we talk say Atiku go fit provide this thing, wetin Nigerians supposed to dey look for now, not be to enter another one chance, and we not fit follow the chance when they don't fair give us before, because that one put us for back pocket. We get to look for person when be say if he dey with Igbo man, he dey with Benin man, he dey with Urhobo man, he dey with Ikwere man, he dey with Hausa man, he dey with Yoruba man, you will see say that person not go dey pursue one kind agenda, and that person for all of them now only Atiku Abubakar.
But when we look the GDP,
Yes.
how Atiku proposed to raise Nigerian GDP per capita from $2,000 to $5,000 by 2030. This thing is historically unattainable, as only 5 countries neither fit double this kind of GDP in 15 years. This will not be another campaign promise when the say go. It not go fit fulfill.
Okay, make I break down.
Gently. As at the time when we even do that document at the beginning of this year, because before Atiku declare for March, the whole document waiting you want to do already. The GDP of Nigeria per capita was $2,000. What did that one mean? Be say every average Nigerian in the median, they raise close to, maybe put them in naira term at $2,000. Official naira go be like $490 to $1, which will be like 800 or 900,000 naira per annum, which means you will feed the end about 80 to 85,000 naira every month in the terms of your whatever. Now today that naira don't crash down. The real one now in real terms is actually less than $1,200. So the thing even they work. But now maybe we relax more. When you talk about $5,000 for GDP based on the output of our economy and the propensity of growth for our economy, that projection is based on the fact say if we can turn out, if we increase these indices, provide proper power for an upwardly mobile workforce, because in terms of educated workforce for Africa, Nigeria is still number 1. We have more universities in Nigeria alone than the entire West African sub-region put together. Then number 2, if we stifle or reduce the brain drain right now, and we are able to monitor repatriation of earnings outside of FDIs, outside of foreign direct investment, we can raise that thing by magic.
And the other caller we call us been talk say all of the political parties where they on ground now one and the same, making a particular reference to PDP and APC. So wait till you get to respond to these 2 questions in a short, as quick as possible.
Okay. You see, make Nigerians not confuse them. Make we not. The duty when I get here now to help us know say you not go fit kill another person for sin when he not commit. Now APC, now these headers, fighters, now they start them. You not go come hold PDP when come more power that year 2015. Come they hold them responsible for headers and farmers clashes when it started 2017. That one not pay. You see, it's different from the Boko Haram thing. which was also a part of the, how will I put it, propaganda when they say give us 2015. Waiting, I go tell you straight up, now be this. Say people when not get hand for that matter of farmers and herders clashes, now go fit solve them. Not be the people when start them. You not go fit give burning house to make the man quench the fire. When be say the person when start the fire, hold petrol and matches. Now they tell you say make you give them the renewed mandate to take continue waiting. Now we talk.
To other matter, concerning your principal. He don't did there as governor before. He don't did there as president, as vice president before. He don't get plenty businesses. Even the other party, they tell and say how they use the travel out of the country, they come back. They always did Dubai when he say he don't contest election leave. Now with all this fighting where you don't come and talk, say you could do. Nigerians they worried. Why we go believe and say you could do one? Because we don't hear fine to read like this before. Not only him don't come and talk fine things. Other governments in the past don't tell us fine things what they go do. Why we go believe say Oga ATIKU-PDP all these things and way you talk say you go they committed to doing this thing the way you do? What's be the reason we make go believe him?
A good government, a good leader must be a dealer in hope. First thing in governance now, hope. To give people hope that it can be done. First, I was talking, Atiku never be governor of Adamawa before. He win the election, but then also him before he become vice president. Now, for me, as I did here, so all those other allegations when you just throw, so you just throw way too many, black person they cook soup, you just throw too many Maggi, put Maggi. Forget that. Not forget social media. Forget what they write for boss, enter boss. Now, for me, why the trust propensity day? I talk about me, I don't know another person. Where I come from, we dey fight this thing on a daily basis. And we look every of them. We look who get capacity to feel stop them. Now Atiku will settle for. I'm talking as a Midwestern announcer.
Why you think saying get the capacity? Why? Why?
Relax now. Not be you vote general. Say general go stop the war. Say na general carry gun everywhere. General Buhari. Not be with this so.
Abubakar support this government to enter power for 2015. Oga Atiku-Abubakar lead PDP for 2014. Enter inside this government APC. Support this government to enter power. But now the government now when they talk say they no do good. So why we go believe and say you go do wetin they talk say you go do?
No, the time when you dey vote for that say APC for 2015, you believe say they go do bad. So if I put money for your head now, say okay, I believe say Precious go do things well, and I can't say Precious after they put on there, begin kill everybody and change everybody when he put on there, keep people there around. I can't come out. You want to say that I do bad? Say I think say you be Jesus Christ before. Now I can't say you be devil. I don't get right to say okay, make I change mind. Make we not the hold all those things for in pure. For my mind,
your principal be unifier, but he makes some certain statements for some different meetings where he go, where they speak about some, they talk about different tribes and how in date with one tribe. That statement been come out and it been caused a lot of conversations for social media. So, what do you would like to react to that one? Because the caller they respond, they answer questions.
Yeah, that one a major. If you're not going to interrupt me, because the problem when me they get, I want to explain when I go chuck me. That one a one major thing I want answer. Because I did it. Okay. No, okay, I will try and quickly. If you look that video, they play waiting Atiku talk. They not play waiting lead to the question. Then when Atiku they talk, go back to that video. They did an immediate jump cut. This is a very simple issue. Atiku was called by Northern people in Arewa Consultative Forum to come talk. The person when he asked the question, now Hamid Baba Ahmed, the elder brother of Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, and he asked him, I say Northern when you want to be president, waiting you go do for the North, why you want make the North vote for you? And Atiku replied, the first thing he talked was, I am not a Northern candidate, but I am of Northern origin. But now me go be the handshake. What the North need now? Northern and when he handshake go day every part of Nigeria, and he was indirectly referring to Kwankwanso. Then he now said the North not need Yoruba, Igbo candidate or Hausa Fulani candidate. Go back to that video. The moment he said Igbo candidate, Yoruba candidate, they jump cut. That is to show you the level of. I thought this was finished. I bet no verse. If not ask me any other question. That is the level of propaganda when they the politics. You when they talk, so you don't see 10 minutes of that video. You only watch 1.5 minutes. Now 1.5 minutes be the whole video. So wait till they ask him, they not show him. Wait till he talk before he talk that one, they not show him. Wait till he talk after he talk that one, they not show him. It just shows say Nigeria na race when we need to put together. Because you can't tell me today say Atiku-Abubakar when be say for the last since 1970 something now Yoruba woman children they speak Yoruba and children they speak Igbo. you say na be the man wey no one. It's just you coming to tell me now, Pedro say I hate Igbo people. When I Igbo woman, they my house beat up born all my children.
Thank you well. I believe say you don't really try to answer some of the questions to the best of your knowledge. We need to round up now. Because of time. We're not really there our side. But waiting concern the people the most. Now we want to know. Nigeria, they estimated say that they are around 95.1 million Nigerians that they projected say that they live below poverty line. ATIKU aim to lift 10 million people out of this very poverty. Now waiting we done the years and he not give us metrics and indicators to measure how he want to face these challenges, how to resolve them. Maybe you get the way you want to tell us in just 2 minutes how you want to achieve that.
Now, when you raise the GDP or you raise the purchasing power parity within any economic climb, there is what we call ripple effect. The ripple effect now, if for example now there is an attraction of a certain percentage, let's say assume 2.5% in economic performance over a period of time. Let's incubate it over 1 year. Now there is an attendant rise in all the corresponding indices. Number one, if there is a growth potential in that sector, there is going to be auxiliary and attendant growth of everybody when they involved in that sector. So if you are increasing the GDP by 2.5, may I finish never 2 minutes now?
No, just we say we get the luxury of time that our work here and time.
No, I'm explaining now.
I just wish say we'll get another time again like this so that we go feel really settle down, really talk to you. We bet all things being equal, the time not really there. We would like to thank you for your time when you don't give us. For the time when you don't give us, we go bring you again. Come the same program with the work with time. So thank you, Dr. Don Pedro, for your time when you give us today on top.
God bless you. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much.